So happy Vlogmas day 11. It's the 11th day. I just got home from doing a fun thing, which I'll tell you about in a second. Having to not teach these last Monday and Wednesday nights has made me almost feel human again. I went and made a flower arrangement. I'll tell you about that in a minute. But right now I am boiling some water. And I'm gonna make a kind of pasta salad. My last class is tomorrow night. We're having a potluck along with our critique. And so I'm just gonna make some pasta with some feta cheese, a bunch of different olives or pickled things, and a bunch of seeds and garbanzo beans. Okay, while the pasta cooks, I'm gonna tell you about my evening tonight. My coworker's partner, who is also a friend of mine, is a florist, and tonight she invited some folks over for a potluck and to make flower arrangements. Wait, that's not the right word. To make centerpieces. So she provided us with fir, spruce, and cedar. Pretty sure those are the right trees, but if you know differently, don't hesitate to tell me in the comments. And then some other other leafy things and accessories. We could also buy flowers if we wanted to add them to our arrangements, and they were super affordable. So this is me just kind of adding fir to the base. I felt like it would make a good base. What do I know about flower arranging? But I'm just kind of adding it in a circle into that florist foam. And eventually I start to add some spruce as well. You can tell I'm a highly professional vlogger because I'm doing such a good job of recording this and not just filling up the frame with branches. But anyway, after I added the spruce, I then added a layer of cedar and then sort of just start to add a bunch more stuff, but I didn't really get very good recording of that because I was so zoomed in. But eventually I do kind of zoom out, just kind of shoving different stuff in. I honestly was just picking up scraps and putting them in, and trying to fill up space. We also had these little gold poppies and I added some of them. So here I'm kind of picking it up, seeing where else I can stick stuff, seeing what works, checking it out, looking around at it, and I was just kind of chatting and working on their arrangements. It was a really nice, relaxing evening, I have to say. So I did decide to buy some flowers. These are some kind of pincushion flowers. I don't remember what they're called. You can kind of see the gold anemones, which were pretty cool. Poppies, maybe they're called poppies. And this was a really fun night. Their food was free. Everyone just brought something to share, and I spent about $8 on these really stunning flowers. As you can see, this is the aftermath of all that arranging. There's kind of stuff everywhere. The floor is just covered. Cynthia said, "Oh, just throw your stuff on the floor," and I was kind of having a pile next to me. Everyone's projects were so cool. I think this is my finished piece. That was my friend's. And this is me with my arrangement. And its final placement, Violet checking. Okay, so I'm gonna just make some pasta salad right now. I wanted to show you, I got this sweet gift today from one of my work study employees who's also a ceramic student. It says juice. That's for juicing a lemon, so I'm about to use it. The very first thing I'm going to do is just dump this warm drained pasta into my bowl. I'm going to add some olive oil to it. I'm going to mix this up. All right, looking pretty good. And I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but it's the spiral pasta. To this, I'm going to juice a half of a pretty large lemon. This is really working. I love it. So see, this is how this works. Next, I'm going to add some garbanzo beans. I did have some in the freezer, but I wasn't planning to make this, so I didn't defrost them. So I just picked up a can at the store. I love the convenience of canned beans. All right. Okay, so I'm just going to add that whole can in. Let's go ahead and do the capers first. Let you come jumping up here. And then I'm going to add some olives. I go ahead and chop some up. Ooh. Violet, buddy. Okay, and then I'm going to this is like such an easy potluck meal. Last week I made baked mac and cheese for my other class, and honestly I just don't have it in me this week. So I think this is pretty delicious. I don't think that I recorded this, but I washed my hands thoroughly before starting this process, just to be clear. My parents are both really like good cooks. I have been cooking most of my life. I wouldn't necessarily say I'm like super good at it, but I'm pretty comfortable, and I don't use like a lot of tools. I definitely use my hands, much like in the ceramics, like your number one tool. Right, so that's like a ton of olives. I'm gonna put in some seeds now, several seeds. I just thought that would be a nice like addition to it. So this is stuff I usually use for bread, but I've got some pumpkin seeds. Some sunflower seeds. I think somebody had a tree nut allergy, so I'm trying not to use any tree nuts. I think seeds should all be okay. I've got some flax seeds. I think I might be out of sesame seeds. I usually have them on hand. I've just got the tiny little bit of chia seeds, so I'm going to sprinkle in a little. I'm also going to add some dry garlic. And some salt. This is my salt pig. This is made by an old friend of mine from like way back in the day when I was an undergrad and studying ceramics. It's one of my most prized possessions. And this bowl right here was made by a teacher of mine, also back in undergrad. So I've had both of these things a long time. I think I actually bought them at the same sale down in Florida. All right. So giving this a good mix. Trying to decide if the pasta to yummy fixin' ratio is good. I might end up adding some like pepperoncinis or some of those cherry peppers that I got the other day. But it's looking pretty good. I'll give you a look. Hopefully you can see that pretty well. And I'm gonna just add a little bit of the feta now. The pasta's still kind of warm, so I don't mind if it kind of like adheres a little bit. That would be nice, but I'll definitely bring this tomorrow and add it freshly, add it freshly when we go to eat it. That way, yeah, just so those crumbles will be nice and fresh. I could not find a like block of feta cheese. I could only find it in crumbles, which kind of bothered me. Like usually I buy cheese in blocks and I just grate it or crumble it on my own. But yeah, this is what I could find, so I made it work. So yeah, I just added a little, and then I'll sprinkle a kind of good helping on top tomorrow when we go to eat. All right, this is done. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video and all of these daily vlogs, definitely subscribe to the channel. I always talk about budgeting, saving, and planning for the future, in addition to these more recent vlog type videos. Hope you had a wonderful Vlogmas Day 11, and I will see you next time.